friendly announcer. I got some serious news I wanna pass on to everybody. Yeah. And what I'm about to say would mean the world's disaster. It's gonna turn your joy and laughter to tears and pain. It's that love is in need of love today. Don't delay. Send yours in right away. Yeah, yeah. Cause hey, hate's going round. It's breaking many hearts. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Stop it, please. You know it's gone too far. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Ooh. Good morning. I love that song. The force of evil plans, oh, to make you its possession. And it will if we let it destroy everybody. And we all must take precautionary measure. If love and peace you treasure, then you hear me when I say, y'all gotta get it. You gotta get it, family. Good morning, good afternoon. I know I went a little bit too far with that, and I ain't gonna preach today, y'all, but listen to me. What's wrong with us, family? Do you know a society is pretty much judged of how it treats its elderly and how it treats its young folk? So good morning, good afternoon, whatever side of the diaspora that you on. Let me welcome you to the mental house with me, your host, Khadija. Okay, let's get right into it, y'all. All right. If somebody sent a video to me with a young lady who was so upset with her boyfriend that she beat the baby up and set the baby on the back porch. So when the dad came and saw his child totally abused like that, he cried. And he cried so hard that it shattered me inside. Not only for him crying, but who in the hell would beat a baby so small? The baby couldn't have been more than 10 months. Maybe could have been more than a year. Um, it was despicable. It was so disturbing. And it leads me to the children that were left in the car for 15 hours. It leads me to a lot of these narcissistic type of people that I see using their children and implementing and putting their children in their lives, putting their children in their delusional world, making the children have to represent mental illness to the point that you know when these children get older, they're going to probably take on more than likely a life just like the parent. You know, it's just like a parent that sends their child to the store with them to steal. And then you have a mother and son or a mother and daughter team at the grocery store ripping off food. And I actually hear people tell me stuff like, well, they was hungry, I still too. I was still, if I was hungry, nobody, you know, and things of that nature. I think one fella told me that if he was hungry and he was poor, he would walk right in the grocery store and he would fill up that cart and just walk right out the store with a cart full of food. And he's done it before. And I was like, okay, it must have been a long time ago because nowadays all those little things will go off and you would get shot. I'm never going to say that. I know there's a scripture that says, I'll never see a righteous man forsaken nor a seed begging for bread. And I really do believe that. But if I was ever in a position, and when I was young, and when my children were small, if I was ever in a position that I couldn't feed them, I'm gonna tell you now, I wouldn't have been trying to steal no whole basket full of food. My mantra and my mindset says, "Let today's troubles be sufficient for today." I know I'm all over here for a minute. I want y'all to listen to me. Um, so if it was me and I was hungry and I didn't have any money, I would march my damn kids down to the store, and I'm gonna tell you something. I would open up some bread in one aisle, and then I'd go down the next aisle and I'd open up some lunch meat or whatever the hell else I could get, and I would make my babies a sandwich in that store. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what they do. We're gonna go through the store eating a sandwich. We ain't gonna steal a damn thing. But in the land and in the richest country in the world, I'm not going to sit here and be hungry and I don't have nothing and my babies are dying or my babies are starving to death. And I'm not going to worry about tomorrow because maybe tomorrow I can get to a pantry or something. But this is what I'm going to do on this day. And I'm going to trust that the ancestors are going to guide me through this store with this sandwich. All right? Trust me. Somebody said, well, why don't you, maybe somebody is saying, well, why don't you go and ask the manager, can you have something to eat? I can't take a chance with that. I can't take a chance that he say no, and I gotta walk my babies back out the store. So I'm just telling you what it is. That's what I would do. Okay, I'm not saying that you know that the best thing would probably be not to pay for it, but don't forget this is the richest country in the world that my ancestors helped build. My ancestors built, basically built. And now, as the great 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 granddaughter of slaves, I got to sit here and be hungry and beg for food. I most certainly am not. I'm going to go into one of them stores and make my children a sandwich, give them a plum or an apple or a banana, and we're going to keep it moving. That's how it's going to go. I'm not going to load up a bunch of stuff. So when you teach your children to steal, when you teach it, I seen on the internet where she had 5 of her kids and they're all walking around, and some of these kids are professionals. Some of them are going on one end and distracting the clerks. And these kids are no more than 10, 11 years old. She already got them jacked up with a life of crime. Some of y'all don't think nothing wrong with that. Oh, she teaching her kids how to get it young. She teaching. I would never want to be around y'all, and I wouldn't want you around me because that's a trash way of thinking. That, in my opinion, that's messed up. And there's too many kids that had to grow up with parents like that. Too many parents, especially if they were black, they tried to, in my opinion, because that's all who I live with, and that's all who pretty much I've seen operate, try to tell their children that it's okay to do this kind of stuff in the stores. I'm not saying all black people do that. Please don't take it wrong because I know more than not that don't, you know. But I'm saying there's a subgroup of people out here that it seems to be a lot of that thinks it's okay to just take people's shit. Obviously, I mean, it's okay, and it's a mindset that comes from some of the music that they listen to. A lot of them wasn't even brought up that way. They listen to the music, they take on a whole different persona, and they think it's okay. So if you're not loving your babies and you're not showing your babies that you will go to bat for them and you want their best interest, Not just because you can buy them some Jordans and put some. Forget about all that. Go buy them some penny loafers. What you're gonna show me is that you care about your kid more. Is if you're willing to take the time and teach them how to count. If you're willing to take the time and expose them to things that will make their minds branch out. Take them to the art museum. Take them to the museum. Do the things for your little mind that you want, your little child that you are responsible for, to watch this person create and grow. Don't let them sit back and listen to a bunch of rap music that spews nothing but filth and degradance and vile profanity. Don't expose your children to that. And some of y'all, that's all y'all was exposed to. And so you're gonna expose your children to that. So we're gonna have another generation of sick little kids. And we gotta stop. We have to start caring more about our babies, to stop making them little criminals, to stop helping them perpetuate negative stereotypes about us in general, and see the beauty in your children. See the beauty in them just the way they are, and let them develop into the human beings that they're supposed to. Respect their interests, cater to their interests. Let that be the catalyst to you changing maybe some things about yourself. Take the opportunity to realize that what you've been given is a gift from God. And if you don't respect it, it can be taken away from you in a twinkling of an eye. All right, family, I'm going to go on. With that being said, like what you hear, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button as well. So if I make a video, you guys will be right there with me. All right? So I'll talk to you later in the mental house.